Now, Germany is unlike the other Benelux countries whereby you have to pay for road tolls in Germany itself. You can't get a ticket in Calais, or you can't get one in Belgium that'll do you for Germany. You must get a ticket in Germany on the border for Germany. Okay, now this is the way it works basically. The company is called Toll Collect, okay, and this is the machine. This is the machine here that you will have to use. Now, the way it works is basically you go into the border, and for example, now there's a couple of different borders, okay. If you're going to the northern part of Germany, you'd want to go in Bad Bentheim border. If you're going to the middle of Germany, Venlo will do you, or if you're going to the south of Germany, Aachen is probably the best border. So in other words, if you're going to Denmark, if you're going to Sweden, the best place for you to go is in through Bad Bentheim. Now the reason that you come in through Bad Bentheim and not in through Venlo is because the German road tolls are expensive, okay, and you're better off staying out of Germany as long as you can. So go up through Holland and keep going as far north as you can in Holland before you have to come into Germany. Okay, so we'll take for example you've come into Bad Bentheim. So what you do is you just follow the motorway the whole way, and like in the olden days there'll be a border area. So there's a big parking area for the trucks, so you pull into the parking area, you pull up in the parking area. Now what you do is you take your card with you. Now I'm not quite sure which card you're using. Different companies have different cards, okay. AS24 will work, EDC, some people use them, but the one I used was the DKV card. Now the DKV card is the most popular I think of all these kind of fuel cards. It's like a sort of a fuel stroke credit card that a lot of companies use, okay. Now you take this DKV card and you go in to the little office where they have these machines. Now the machine in all intents and purposes looks like that. That's the machine there. Now this handbook here is available, okay, in all of these areas where you have to get your toll. So it'll bring you through a step-by-step guide of exactly what you have to do, okay. It goes all the way across in English, step 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Basically what you have to do is you put in your card, and it will scan your card to make sure it's okay. Then you follow the steps on this. You put in your registration number, you put in your country of origin, and okay. And what happened then is, depending on where you're going, there'll be a different price. So what you do basically is your start point, obviously when you come into Bad Bentheim, is Bad Bentheim. So that'll automatically come up on the screen, and it'll ask you to choose your destination. Now it depends where you're going to. If you're going to say if you're going to Denmark, you put the furthermost northern point in Germany, in other words Puttgarden. So you put in Puttgarden, and what it'll basically do is it'll draw a map from where you are to where you're exiting, okay. It will calculate the price that it's charging you to do that. It will ask you, are you happy with that? You want to confirm it, you press yes, confirm, and what will happen then is once your PIN number is put in for your card, it'll spit you out a ticket like this. Now you'll get two tickets exactly like this, okay. One of them is the one with the details in it. In other words, on this it has your country of origin, Ireland. It'll have your euro, which Euro 4, Euro 5, whichever your truck is. It'll have your registration number. It'll also tell you now what the charge for this journey will be. Okay, so the journey I made from Bad Bentheim up to the border, Puttgarden, was €65. Okay, now you hold on to this and you put it in your wallet, okay, your wallet with the cards. Keep it safe in there just in case you need to produce it. Once you have that in your possession and it's done right, you won't have any problem. You'll be allowed to go about your business, go on your way. The only thing I will say to you regarding this, and it's something that's very important, depending on where you're going to, you have a certain amount of time, okay. Now I got this ticket on Sunday morning at 7 o'clock, okay, and my ticket expired at 10 to 1 this morning. So in other words, if you are going on a journey and you go in and you want to take a ticket, okay, and pay for the journey, and then you decide after you've paid for the ticket that you're going to have a 24-hour break, you need to go back in with the card and redo it. Now there's a help button on those machines that you can press, and when you press the help button, the guy will come on speaking English, because the first thing you do when you go into the machine is they ask you, like a Visa machine, which language do you want? You press English. So if you have any problems with the card, if for example you want to go from Venlo to Munich, and then the company rings you up when you're on the way and says, no, that load is cancelled, we want to send you somewhere else. So what you do is you go back into the any of the places that do these cards. You'll find these toll collect machines not really as much in the garages. You'll find them in the restaurant areas, just inside the door. You'll see these machines. They're like, it's like your average sort of cash point machine. It's exactly the same, but it has the toll collect sign. You see that toll collect? That's the symbol you have there. So if, for example, your route changes or something, you need to go and get it organised. Now, it's no problem. You can go in and press the help button, and it also gives you, if you want to cancel a ticket, it gives you the details of how to cancel a ticket there. But the guy on the other end will help you, and if he needs to readjust it or whatever, there's no problem there. Now, the only thing I'll say to you is, if you do forget to get this and you come into Germany without this, there's a company called BAG. Now, I'm not sure what that means in German, but we call them the bagmen, basically. Now, they drive around in silver vans all day long. And their job is basically to travel up and down the motorways in Germany to spot people who haven't paid their tax, okay? There's no getting away from it. If you don't pay your tax, you will be caught, okay? Now, you might get out of Germany in the middle of the night without paying it, but your details will be on the computer, you'll be seen on the cameras, and they'll know from the computer that your truck has not paid the toll, and all that'll happen is the fine will be sent to your office, okay? So please don't forget to get this, and if you do forget to get this and you get pulled by the bagmen, you will be liable for a fine of €135 plus whatever you owe them for the motorway ticket. So, and at the end of the day, it's not the company's fault, it's your fault. If you don't get this ticket, it's down to you, okay? It's up to the driver to get the ticket, to make sure he has it in date, and just keep an eye on it. And it's very, very important. The expiry time is on this ticket, okay? From the time you get it to the time it expires, you have to be very careful that you don't go over it, because if you go over the expiry time on this, okay, your ticket is invalid, sorry. So it's the same as having no ticket at all. So the German road toll, again, is toll collect, it's called. You can get the toll at toll ticket on the border on the way in if you're coming into Germany, and if you're in Germany, you can get it at most service areas. Just look out for the machine, toll collect machine. If you have any problems with it, there's a help button, press the help button on it. Do not be caught without it, because if, as I said, if you are, you'll pay a heavy price, and it's down to the driver then, because there's no excuse really. Okay, thanks guys, I hope this was of some help.